Here's the way to do that. You do that exactly by utilizing wisdom. Yep, you heard me right. Wisdom. W-I-S-D-O-M. The W in wisdom stands for will. Will is the faculty of your willpower, which is the power of your mind. You can say, I will do this. It's a manifestation of your power gift. What you will and will not do matters most in life. Will you share your dream with someone else? Will you go to your friends and your loved one? Will you go to that boss, that high-level influencer, and tell them what your dream is and what you can do for them? Or won't you? You can say, I will not do that. You can say, I will not be influenced by your power. I will not do what the boss says to do. I will not do this or that. You can say all of those words. What your will is, what your willpower is, matters most in life. And that's the W in wisdom. The I in wisdom stands for integrity. Integrity, I want to switch this, you're learning for a moment. Integrity, here's the definition for integrity. Integrity means, this is according to Siri, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or moral uprightness. The second definition means the state of being whole and undivided. Now, I want to use both of those to kind of put them together and say that the quality of being whole and honest and undivided. And I want to use that term specifically in dealing with money. Do you have integrity in your financial dealings? Because if you don't, you're going to eliminate yourself from a lot of things that you could potentially be involved with in a higher level. So if you don't have integrity, you might want to work on that. And that's a part of wisdom. The S in wisdom stands for sincerity. Again, the definition for sincerity is the quality of being free from pretense, deceit, or hypocrisy. You can use that to go back to integrity, that you had to be honest or undivided in mind. And you can move back up towards the W, which is will, which is what you will and will not do. Remember, we're talking about wisdom. The first step was to have will, to willpower. The second step was to have integrity, which is to be undivided in your thoughts. And the third one is to be sincere, or to have sincerity in all of your actions. Now, the fourth one, which is D. The D in wisdom stands for desire. Desire means a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Are you just wishfully thinking? Because that's not good. If you're wishfully thinking or waiting for something to happen, let me tell you like this. It's good to have wishful thinking, but it's not good to just only wishfully think. Can I say that again? If you're just thinking about something happening and you're not dealing with what you will do, you're not having integrity in your actions, you're not having sincerity about what you do, and you're just walking around desiring all day long and you're not acting on those desires, nothing's going to happen. You're not using wisdom. The O in wisdom stands for opinion. Now, we all know everybody has an opinion. We have a man in office right now who seems to have an opinion about everything. And I don't think it's good to have an opinion about everything, or at least to share that opinion about everything, because everything is not for you. And your opinion is just your opinion. It's not to be shared with everyone about what you're doing or about what you think about something. That's not using wisdom. And there's a man in office right now, I won't say his name, Because you don't know which office that I'm talking about. And you can guess, though, his name rhymes with hump. But there's a man in office right now that has an opinion about everything. And I don't think it's good to have an opinion, or at least to share your opinion. You might have an opinion. I'll take that back. You might have an opinion about everything, but you will not share it with everyone. And the definition for opinion is this: a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. This is why you don't want to share your opinion about everything with everyone. Some things you do want to be very vocal about. Your opinion matters. It does matter. But it matters to you. And it shouldn't be shared with everyone about everything. Then you just kind of make yourself defunct, so to speak, or disqualify yourself from wisdom. If you're telling everybody what you think all of the time, when nobody asked. And this person has an opinion about everything from sports to legal actions. And is in some very hot trouble right now himself. So anyway, and does not care about what you think about him. Isn't that strange? But anyhow, the M in wisdom stands for mindset. Mindset means the established set of attitudes held by someone. Now, all of these things are dealing with wisdom. And just to address mindset very quickly, the Bible says that as a man thinks, so is he. That's a proverb. And what that means is that what you consistently think about in your mind, in your heart, there's an old saying. It says that you sow a thought, you reap an action, which sows a habit. And sometimes, it's hard to get rid of those habits. And they start in your thoughts. You see, nobody just wakes up overnight and becomes an alcoholic. The person out there on crystal meth or crack cocaine or heroin or addicted to Vicodin pills or oxycodone, it's a real bad thing in our country right now. And I got to give him credit. That man is trying to shut down a lot of that. And but it's a little too late, and it's not really his fault. It's the fault of each and every individual and perhaps some higher-up people who have pushed this stuff on the citizens of this country for years. That's my opinion. But it starts in the mind. It says that I'm going to think about this. Everybody has thoughts. But when you consistently sow thoughts, you reap an action, because that thought is very closely connected to your heart and your emotions, your imaginations, and it's influenced by your senses, your touch, smell, and sight, things of that nature. Your five senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste, are very influenced or can influence your thoughts. And what happens is you consistently think these things, and eventually you act on them, and you find out that the action is good, and or at least you think it is, and so you think about it more and more, and then you begin to have a habit after that. And habits are hard to get rid of, but it started with a thought. So think on these things, the Bible says. Whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are certain, that whole thing. Think on those things. And so here's what wisdom brings. These are the keys to life. And life brings happiness. And happiness brings fulfillment. And fulfillment brings fulfillment and joy. And joy, the ultimate purpose. Joy is your ultimate purpose. And it started with you using wisdom, which was your will power, your integrity power, your sincerity power, your desire power, your opinion power, and your mindset power. These are the keys to life and your happiness, which brings forth fulfillment, and fulfillment brings joy, and joy is the ultimate purpose. So today, decide the path of purpose through wisdom, the key for life. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Discerning the Times. Be sure to tune into Discerning the Time next. So be sure to tune in to the next episode where I'm going to show you exactly how to get your prosperity key. Thank you for joining me again. This has been your prophetic teacher, Terrance Wilburn.